What is up, guys? We are back with another episode of Freedom Sentinels, where our purpose is to guard freedom, but we first must obtain it, right? So we're all about creating personal and financial freedom in ourselves to shape opportunities in order to mold others. Okay, so I'm so excited because today is all about why discipline equals freedom. Without further ado, let's get into it. Discipline and freedom, to most people, those two words are complete opposites. Freedom sounds like doing whatever you want, while discipline sounds like rules and restrictions. But here's the paradox. Discipline is the engine of freedom. Without it, you spend your life enslaved to debt, distraction, bad habits, and other people's expectations. Okay? Jocko Willink famously says discipline equals freedom. Okay, they're one and the same. And today I want to show you why structure gives you space, why consistency creates options, and how habits actually set your mind free. So if you're not taking notes, get ready, okay, because I'm excited. Point one, structure beats chaos. When you don't set a structure, chaos sets it for you. I'm ADHD. My mind tends to run rampant all the time. So what does that mean for me? Like if I don't have a structure, my mom will tell you this too. She's known me for the amount of time I've been alive. If I have a schedule, if I have a set schedule, I perform and function better than without it. Now I can thrive in chaos. I don't mind chaos, but I want chaos on my terms, not on someone else's. Okay, so what is chaos on your own terms? If you have a structure, when bad things happen, when chaotic things arise, you can now maneuver because of how you set your schedule and the structure regardless in your life, right? We'll talk about how it's a foundation. Without discipline, you live in reaction mode, pulled by every notification, craving, distraction. It feels like freedom in the moment, especially today when we're a short-term processing group, right? Statistics will tell you the reason social media is the way it is, the way we get attention is on the split seconds of time. It's not long form content, right? There's still people that listen to it, but clips perform better because it's all about getting your attention, short attention span. Children's TV today, the way it's done frame by frame, the colors, the everything's just chaos. It's all these things that are getting you away from structure. Okay. It's going to steal your time. It's going to steal your energy, and it's 100% going to steal your clarity. Okay. Let's think about Kobe Bryant. Okay. I loved watching him growing up, but I love watching him even more now. God rest his soul, but I still go back and watch like clips of interviews and long form interviews because Kobe always talked about how he would get ahead, what he did to do that. Okay. He would wake up early at 4 a.m., putting in extra hours. And that structure didn't restrict him. It gave him the advantage that translated into championships. Okay, so going further into what Kobe did, he woke up at 4 a.m. He had a workout roughly at 5. Okay, he'd work out from 5 to 7, go home, take a break. He'd be back in the gym by 9. Okay, that's workout number 2. 9 to noon. He'd go eat, take a rest. But he would do 3 to 4 workouts in a day, where most people are doing 2. So in the translation part, how did he get ahead? Well, he's doing 2x the amount of work that everybody else was doing. So in what someone did in 1 year, he did in half the time. What someone did in 2 years, he again did in one. So if we put this in perspective, how do you get better? Volume, the work. Look at Kobe, okay? Look at the Black Mamba mentality. It works, but you have to be a killer. That's not saying adopt everything he does. But when I say be a killer, are you hungry enough for your goals? Are you really set in what you want to do to go obtain it? That matters. Guys, so takeaway one is structure isn't a prison, it's a platform, it's a foundation. Without it, chaos is going to run circles around you. Okay. Point two, discipline creates options. Most people look at discipline in a way of saying it takes away my options. The truth is, it creates freedom. Okay. We talked about this on episode one. What are your no's? Can you say no to it? Okay. So when we think discipline takes away our options, what we're really telling ourselves is people. We're saying yes to people, not to our goals, not to our dreams, not to what we actually want to do. We're saying yes to something that doesn't help us. We have to learn to create a strong foundation in order to obtain. Okay. Financial discipline. There's three. There's three disciplines I'm about to talk on. The first one, financial discipline. So saving and budgeting. What this does is it creates the option to travel, invest, or retire early. Fitness, training and eating right, your health creates the option to live longer, move freely, and stay strong. Dan Martell says this famously all the time, exhaust the body to tame the mind. Now, if you do a little bit of research, you actually find that Socrates said it first. And I love that because you have to see it said multiple times in order for you to understand it. Dan Martell says it more simply than Socrates does, but it's one in the same. Exhaust the body to tame the mind. And then time, prioritizing and planning. It gives you the ability to say yes to opportunities that others can't take. But that means you have to say no to opportunities that don't take you where you want to go. Okay. So without discipline, you're stuck with whatever scraps life hands you. With discipline, you get to choose. So thinking in a dinner setting, looking at your plate, do you want a full meal or do you want the leftovers? I want the full meal. I'm hungry. I'm a growing boy, right? I'm hungry. Let me eat. We have to do things that allow us to get a full plate and not the scraps. So takeaway number two, freedom isn't the absence of rules. It's the presence of better options. Okay. Point number three, habits free the mind. Here's what neuroscience tells us. Okay. I'm huge on looking into studies. I've had to go to neuroscience doctors as well to help with my brain and some injuries. So this is important to me because I've had to live through it. Habits reduce decision fatigue. Psychologist, and I apologize if I butcher his name, Roy Baumeister, studies on willpower found that decision-making strength is like a muscle. It gets tired. That's why the more choices you face in a day, the worse they get over time. Okay, so disciplined leaders, disciplined people, remember everybody's a leader with their sphere of influence. So disciplined people are just disciplined leaders, conserve their mental energy by turning the small things into habits. That way, their brain power is saved for the big strategic sessions. Okay, when it calls for them to use so much brain power, they're like, hey, this is gonna utilize a lot of your energy right now. Do you have it? Are you gonna have that energy? That's what matters. So, guys, takeaway three, habits aren't chains, they're leverage. So here's my challenge to you. Pick one, just one, discipline this week and commit to it daily. Be waking up 30 minutes earlier, tracking every dollar you spend, or completing three workouts. Start small, but stick with it. Because once you master one active discipline, the ripple effect will spread into your life. Every other area becomes easier to commit to discipline because you started with one. Guys, freedom without discipline is fake. Okay. I'm big on this because I love authenticity. I don't want to walk into a room. I don't want to speak to a person without being true to who I am, which means I have to say no to lying. I have to say no to trying to butter someone up just to like me. Like me for me. I'm not changing who I am to fit your structure, to fit your life. I'm going to be authentic, okay? Because fakeness, being fake, looks good, but it leaves you trapped. It doesn't give you options. Real freedom is from consistent, disciplined choices. Guys, on the next podcast, we're going to shift to the people around you because discipline shapes your habits, but your circle shapes your future. And your inner circle will either build you up or break you down. Guys, I'm super excited for this. I'll catch you next time.